Hello, everybody, and hello to Twitch, and hello to YouTube. We are back with some more The Roottrees Are Dead, um, and we're just going to continue where we left off. Not that I remember, mind you, but... Alright. Let's take a look here. Zoom out. Try to remember. Remember us trying to figure out what's going on here. Because we got bits and pieces. We made the connection that Samantha was a... Samantha is like the weird person out, coming from this side of the family. We have two people ready to lock in, so I think we just, unless I'm wrong about something, we just need to figure out one more person. So yeah, I think what I want to do is, what I want to do is have a think, which we've been doing a lot of. Potentially we can start searching up CM. Don't know who CM is, but Stephanie Jones. Maybe we'll start here. We learned from an election results page that Stephanie Jones, a candidate for city council, won her campaign on election day about a month ago. You find no mentions of the retreat in any articles about her. Stephanie also has a very bare bones website for her campaign. It is simply a picture of her campaign mailer, and underneath it says, "Be sure to read the full article in the County Times," which is a periodical. Oh, let's go back here so I can properly copy. Oh, there we go. The most recent mention of Stephanie Jones is in a small report detailing the election results from last month's election. Stephanie apparently won her election. Sure. Oh, sorry, keyboard. You also find a full version of the newspaper clippings on the back of the campaign mailer. While most of it is unimportant, you do find the following. Stephanie Jones, born... Okay, hold up. Start another... Stephanie Jones. Till her marriage to local business owner Brian Jones is living. We might just be doing all this, but grew up in a home without a father with my mother and her partner. I had essentially an entirely female influence, okay? Though she is a distant cousin of the Roottrees. Her mother... Oh, well, that's just more good stuff there. A local artist who appeared on the front page of the Butler Times in the past. Search for mother's name in the Butler County Times. I really hope that's not an unfortunate acronym for something, but... It's often come out opposed to the corporation's policies regarding deforestation of indigenous trees, to expand their maple farms. Unlike my mother, I'm not a fighter. I want to bring love to the world. Okay. Landon. It's not Landon? Is it Jones? It's not that either. Wait. No. Yeah. Stephanie Jones, Stephanie Landon, Brian Jones. There she's just a local artist. I don't know who Stephanie Jones is related to, though. Unless this is Stephanie Jones. Because he's the one who married the... Carolyn? Ah. No, that's Morden. Wait a minute. Morden does not... Morden belongs... Yeah, Morden belongs over here somewhere. But also, that gives us something to search, so... Oh, there we go. Find a cover story about a local art installation, including one by Carolyn Morden. I should have probably done this by family branches, but I didn't think about that. There isn't much about Carolyn as a person. This is mostly a list of art in Butler County, but she seemed to get top billing. Accompanying the story, there's an image of Carolyn standing beside a large metal sculpture of a mermaid. It's captioned Carolyn standing next to her sculpture, Atlantis Burden. This sculpture is one of many works featured in her upcoming book, Self-Portrait Art and the Beauty of Women. According to, quote, further down, Atlantis Burden is meant to symbolize a split society by indecision over whether women should be equals or something to protect. The picture of the front is added to your evidence. Oh yeah, probably because of, like, given the time frame, right? Published 1987, softcover large, dedicated to Stephanie. Mostly black and white pictures of Carolyn's art. The centerpiece is a series of full-color nude self-portraits at different ages, stretching from 25 to 30. They certainly have not been added to your evidence. Into the intro, Carolyn talks about influences. She was one of the youngest in her generation, and in her late teens, she felt betrayed by her sister Gwendolyn and her cousin Bonnie. Cousin Bonnie gave up on dreams to settle for boring men. She especially dislikes her brother-in-law, Dr. Wilson, who she calls completely bogus. Wait, hold up. I'm gonna just delete this real quick. Their marriage led her to double down on her passions, art, and environment. She even married a man who was the opposite of boring, which was an overcorrection. In her late teens, she felt betrayed. She comes out strongly against the Roottrees Company's effect on the local environment and rues how she was not able to convince her father, Zach, to make changes to policy. She also explains that her marriage to Mark led to the most volatile moments in her life, all negative, and the only good thing that ever gave her was a daughter, leaving them all behind for good. Leaving them all behind for good has pushed her to pursue her true loves, art, and the beauty of women. Okay. Karen, let's see. Yeah. Okay. 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 So there's a lot to work with here. So we got helps if I can spell and align my fingers on the keyboard. We have Stephanie Landon, Brian Jones, who is this gentleman, and that woman. Just a generic politics. Okay. Elise and Stephanie. Interesting. Then I think we can safely put her here, right? Yeah. Gwendolyn. Oh. Wait, who's Gwendolyn is her grandmother, right? Starting down here. Without a father, my mother and her partner. Okay, so this has to be a woman's name. And then, especially just like her brother-in-law, Dr. Wilson. Brother-in-law, be this guy, Wilson. No. Fair enough. Do a double down on her passions. Is there another Gwendolyn in the family? Gwendolyn Morden. Yes, there is. Okay. Interessante. Convinced her father. Wait a minute. I'm wrong about something. Oh, Nikes. Because that should be 3. Here. Because I think this is alright. And these 2 should be. Okay. The something is wrong here. I need to re-examine that. But. Settle with boring men. The marriage led to adult. No. Father Zach. Mark Landon, yeah. Okay. Oh. I didn't actually fill this in like an idiot. And her name was Carolyn Morton. Okay. Well, he has kind of reddish hair, right? I don't know what color hair he has, and I have no idea who's in their family at all. Well, it's not red, it's like brown, but that's straight black. That's not how that works. So maybe I got these pictures flipped around. I don't think I needed to unassign them, but oh, shoot. Booyah! Okay, which means we can come here and re-add that face. Okay. Okay, it's all starting to come together. That leaves this dude, and her. So these 3 here. Okay. From this picture here, I've gotten some of them, but there's still a fair bit. Carmen, Brenda, Ernie. I don't think I've even found Ernie yet. Okay, interesting. On that front. Okay. Some more thinking to be had. Do any of these match up? It's got a pretentious beret. That's probably matching up there. This is who she ended up marrying. If I do a search, right, for Carolyn Morgan. She also seems to be that. Parents and friends of lesbian and gays. Okay, sure. That wasn't new information at all. I only care about new information game. Where's the books? This is Stephanie. Oh, her lover's name is probably... That's it. So, even that's the game going, look, we didn't make a last name for her. Okay, that hits all of this. And then that leads us into Gwendolyn Morden, maybe? I don't know if I spelled that right. I probably didn't. Gwendoline. Gwendoline. Nothing. How dare you? Nope. Nope. Okay. Okay. Now that leaves you to be interesting. Wasn't there something... My brain is telling me to go look at this. Why Sam? I have many enduring entry entitled Sam for Laura I want to call them Roottrees. That's not their name. Roottrees. Previous entries you learned had given into his wife. Announced that Sam, as an obscure relative, Ellis Roottrees, was to be included in family gatherings. Gwyneth had been pushing to include Sam for quite some time. Laura writes, why Sam? I have many distant relatives I've never met. After all, Granny and my had sisters, and Granddad had a brother or two. Granny had sisters, and Granddad had a brother or two. Granny had sisters. Okay. But I was told, trim their branches from the family tree, so why is Sam special? Nothing adds up. Not the only one who thinks so. Angie summoned all the next gens to a secret meeting in Zach's office. Gwen's in Paris, but the rest of us, including Miracle Boys, spent ages trying to unravel the mystery. I didn't recognize Sam at Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy last year. Uncle Junior's. Okay. At the reception, when I was asked who Sam was, Pops shushed me and said it was complicated. Clancy swore he saw Sam working alongside the farmhands. E.C. and John when he used to drive past the Anderson farm on the way back to work. So is she maybe a farmer? And then you married someone named Patsy, which would be Patricia of some kind, I would assume, back in their day. It has to be a female name, but... And according to the rules of the game, I think that has to be not a female, a male. No male for the time being. Got that pretty well filled out there. Okay. Back to square one. I think I fixed whatever this clue was. Still a clue here somewhere. There's still a lot of information here that hasn't technically counted yet. Yeah, I got that. Sure. It's rebellious thing any of us ever did was bring home someone who would be legal to marry if we ever lived anywhere south of Pennsylvania. Yeah. Which implies to me, because this would be part of the new generation photo, that this woman here would have to be. Right, because that's part of the new, yeah, sorry, the Free Spirits. She's the only one, I think, has a darker skin tone. Well, that's not entirely true, because, like, they kind of do, but... And this family's supposed... And this side of the family's supposed to be older. Well, she's the oldest. I guess that doesn't necessitate that these people are older than... You know. It's fine. Okay, let's go back to this, because this is still, like... Final entry called Clark from Lawrence Roottrees' diary, written in 1964. Clark getting married. Yep. Okay. Clark, like the rest of his generation, is a free spirit. What else do you call a group of kids growing up with more money than any one person can spend? They all aspire to be musicians, artists, and dancers. So, like, that's also just a general clue that kind of everyone in this line is artistically inclined. Except for him, because, like, he's specifically called out as not. So she's probably artistically inclined, and same with them. They're probably actors, because they went to acting school. That's what I'm going to go with, actually. Oh, but her name's Roottrees, so maybe I can dig that into that a little more. Because they're supposed to have they have alliteration, so it's like double R noises. And I have no idea who this is supposed to be. Do any of you look roughly like him? Who are you? Who are you? Who the frog are you? Oh no, you're the guy who, like, applies somewhere. It's fine. Keep reading. The one who disciplines Carl. Yep. Maybe I'm just getting old, but our generation was never so bad. Yep. Swashbuckle My Heart. My first published book. Oh, you know what? Maybe we should search this in the book library. Your Swashbuckle My Heart. Nope. Go back to the computer. Go back to the computer. Open the notebook. Your Roottrees? Right. Oh no, that's because she was... Wait, am I mixing the names up? I think I'm in the wrong person. Yeah, this is the wrong person. Wait, no, that's the actress. She's known for, but yeah. No, her last name was Rafferty. Re-releases X marks the spot. But it was re-released, and then she started using her. Okay, there we go. According to the back of the book, this is a buried treasure by Lauren Roottrees, and from the author of the Court series, right? That was the name. It also says, keep an eye out for Laura Roottrees' next book, Revisiting the Dire 10 Years Later. Oh, okay. Okay. The last one was full of information. Swap those around. Scandal.txt. What do you know? Re-diary.
Neat. That's going to be a lot of new information to work from.
There we go. Okay. There was a version of Laura Roottrees' diary released in 1975. Unlike the original diary, it contains no pictures, but has many passages that reflect on her thoughts 10 years later. One major event happened between the release that changed Lauren's outlook on certain subjects: the death of Ellis. A summary of the fallout has been added to your notes, as well as some other select pages. Okay, but they're all in one. The new diary opens with an explosive incident that I don't know why that's funny to me. That happened in the decade between the release and re-release of Ellis Roottrees had died, and during the reading of his will, there was an audible gasp when a certain name was read aloud: Samantha Roottrees. Although Sam and her children were not meant to receive monetary inheritance, He had a stipulation that she retain the rights to run the farm and any and all decisions related to it. It was then that the scandalous secret came out. None of the 5 pieces were surprised, but it was quite a shock for everyone else, including Sam. She had been told her parents died. Oh, okay. Apparently, Sam was the illegitimate child, or illegitimate daughter of Ellis Jr. and Patricia Christians. Okay. I could have guessed by just like how wordy the name was, but that's fine. Okay. Anyway. The daughter of a local steel mogul, I know how to read, and Ellis Jr. harbored a secret romance at age 16. She became pregnant, and after the birth, her father refused to let her see Eli Jr. ever again. Her baby Samantha was sent to the Roottrees. Ellis hid her away with a local farmhand known as EC. Patricia was married off to a much older man and sent away. That was the end of that, almost. None of the next generation had ever met or heard of Patricia. Is it Patricia? I think it's Patricia. Until she unexpectedly reappeared, now going by Patsy. After Patsy's husband died, she reunited with Ellis Jr., and they finally married in the 50s. Oh, well, that's kind of sweet, actually. Other than all the horrifying stuff that happened before, but, you know, that ending is sweet. Ellis Jr. had never taken another lover. Lauren, even ever the romantic, quite appreciated this. When Patsy and Eli Jr. finally married, Elias decided Sam should have been a Roottree in the first place. Even though she was not part of the clan's trust, he wanted to include her in family affairs. That was what led Lauren's initial entry entitled Sam. This page, this is about Sam. This is a page of additional notes and context from 1970's 10-year anniversary. It's a composition piece to the entry about Sam. Clearly, I did not know her true family history when I wrote this. I didn't even know Sam was a Rootree. All my doubts were ill-founded. She's a fine woman. Excuse me, sorry. Had she the chance to grow up with us, Sam might have been the sister figure Gwen never was. Ernie and the kids are lucky to have her. Ernie and the kids are lucky to have her, and her children seem eager to help the family in their own way. Ernie Jr. has been learning the day-to-day from Zach. Ernie Jr. It has been a long, long time since any real Rootree was as excited and interested in the actual candy as Ernie. As a bonus, Gwyneth has the green thumb of her mother and her adopted grandfather. Wait, are these their kids? Ernie and the kids are lucky to have her. I guess that'd be, Ernest. And her children seem eager to help the family in their own ways. Ernie Jr. has been learning the day-to-day from Zach. It's been a long time since, as a bonus, Gwyneth has the same. Okay. So it's Gwyneth and Ernie Jr. Oh. I don't know who comes first in this order, but... And he's going to be a president. Potentially a farmer like her mother, question mark? I don't even know if that's correct, but... But they would be part of this generation, right? The green thumb of her mother and her adopted grandfather. To grandfather, who's an architect. What I'm most ashamed of is not figuring out myself. Sam's a spinning image of Patsy with her jet black hair. look you. And green eyes. She doesn't have the thick glasses Patty did, of course, but I guess that skips a generation. Her children have that covered. Okay. Whoa. So, glasses McGee there. Let's actually look at that photo again. Who you stand next to? Glasses McGee. Next to people who don't. Oh, he's also got the glasses. Okay. I was like, where did it go? It's because you're reading this part. Ernie the kids are lucky to have her inner... Oh, wait, no. Okay. It's hard to explain the look on Pop's face when they read that the farm's operation was passed to Samantha Roottrees for as long as she was willing. I got flashbacks to when Zach was made president. Mother reframed it a bit to calm him down. Sam wouldn't receive any candy money after all, and was essentially inheriting the right to rule over the peasants for eternity. That's just mean. Pop warned us away from that farm for years. I never met EC in person, but Pops once referred to him a confirmed bachelor, and I suspect that's why he kept us from there. Okay, so he's gay. Got it. Sam had to grow up in a house with him and his roommate, Mr. Yep, okay. Ha ha ha, get it? It's... But, like, that's not... I'm curious how much that's going to play into this. I'm not sure Sam will ever forgive Uncle Junior or Patsy for abandoning her to that life. If I were her, I might never forgive them either. But even so, she seemed to blame more than the two of them. She has no problem with us next gens, but she has a palatable hatred for the Five Pieces and Alice. Well, that's fair. Additional notes for the 10-year anniversary release on about her son Clark. Reading this back, I get deja vu as I write this addendum. Clark's gotten married again. No Roottrees has ever remarried. Sure, I lost Jacob and Gwen divorced Bill just before she had her second. Not even I can blame her for that. I've seen what he gets up to in Starlet. But neither of us took a second husband. With the way the world is moving, I guess it was inevitable someone in the family would remarry. I just wish it wasn't my son. I can only wonder if Clark's apparent disrespect for marriage is due to the lack of a real father. I did what I could, and Lord knows Eli C. stepped up and helped, more than I can say for Clancy or Edward. Practically raised Clark and Jim as brothers whenever he could. Eli's marriage seemed fine, and Jim's marriage seemed solid as a rock, pun intended. So, because they're rock stars. So who knows what caused these things. I suspect that he's marrying Jane. Oh, Jane? Okay, Jane. And this is the second one. To keep her from running out of the band without her, he'd be third wheel, and I imagine they wouldn't last long as a trio, but still I don't think a marriage on such a shaky foundation can last, and Lord knows I was fair enough. Okay, so that's Jane Lover. And that's this face. But then we know he cheats on her with her sister. Yeah. I don't think we have a picture of her yet, though. Wait. And there's two hyphenated names there. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Cool. I probably have more photos of this guy, right? Yeah, he's part of the new generation, so he's got to have a picture somewhere here. Excuse me. But I don't know that for sure. Manson Orange Jr. And he was a president. I just don't know which one. Do I have enough lined up so I can just ham jam my way in to it? If this girl is right, then yes, but otherwise, no. Okay. It's not a companion piece to any specific entry, but addresses feedback. The biggest complaint I got after publishing my diary was how many similar names there are. And I get that there are 4 Eli's for Pete's sake, but that's how it is. Someone would say, I saw Eli in town, and I wouldn't know which one they meant. My brother, my uncle, my cousin. That's why they became Uncle Junior, or Miracles Eli, or Eli C. Okay, I kind of figured that bit out already. Yeah. Our family's names were always unusual. Grandpa Ellis was a believer in using the names of each generation to honor those in the last. His father and Grandma Gwyneth's father were named Edward and Clancy, so now you see where my pop's name came from. One thing that's always been consistent in our family, though, is that anytime someone's a junior, they're always the firstborn son. Oh, that's just like good general knowledge. Okay, hold up. I feel like that's just good. Because I hadn't noticed that trend. That goes for Miracle, Eli, and even Clancy. With the women, however, it goes out the window. I think Gwendolyn got her name from some combination of Gwyneth and Carolyn, who was Eli's mother. Women's names tend to get mixed up as the generations went on. I guess that's because there's no female equivalent of Junior. There literally is. You just call him whoever Junior. Well, I guess because the last name changes, that's not always true. Yeah, never mind. I'm just being dumb. So if you're reading my diary and confused, you're not alone. Even the government had problems. I remember once receiving certified mail for Edward Clancy Roottrees, and I had to break the news that they got my father's name backwards. And there's apparently nothing of interest here. It's not a companion, but rather a fun bonus. Apparently this is the first thing she could find that she ever wrote. She knows it was from a school assignment about anger, and she believes, based on the teacher's name, that she must have been in the 3rd grade. She doesn't exactly remember the events spelled out here, but she does remember getting in trouble. I got angry when I met a new girl who I did not like. She was dirty and did not have a pitty dress. Me and Pops walked home in town, and she hugged him. When I saw her, he was my pop. When I told her she was my pop, she pushed me. I got angry and yelled at her, and Pop said to treat her nice. Then she said, your pop is my dad. Come here. She screamed it loud in my ear. She was lying to me, and lying is not nice, so I pushed her too, and then I got in trouble, and then Pop took her away. He told me, don't worry, I'm glad she's gone. Wait a minute. Huh. Okay. Ernest Jr. He's the 5th. No, he's the 2nd, so that leaves the 4th and the 3rd unaccounted for. And I wanted to double check this. And close were hit. Before they married, yeah, blah blah blah. Sure. Other bread laws. And then candies is apparently spent in. What if I? It's a short press release. Filling his absence will be difficult to make. Nope. He's in the same generation. And frankly, he's a little chunky, so Interessante. Well, no, because he can't be the president because he's part of this tree. And this tree has weird stipulations of, like, he wouldn't get paid anything to do this job. Okay, I think I'm wrong there. Ernest Jr. Well, if he was, like... Ernest Jr. Stop it. It's not a Roottrees, but if I... Madsen. Nothing, okay. Yeah. Okay, well... I feel like I read something about that and I don't know where. Do I have it in my notes, maybe? Nope. Daughter, yep. Nope, nope, hold on. This is actually just not useful, so. Jim Roottrees. Same, yeah. 1996. Wait, 1996. Photo card of his young son. It's 1998, so he honestly can't be that old, right? Like, he wouldn't have a job. Oh! Okay. Okay, yeah, she was still a farmer. Kim. Yes, more blinking noises. Booyah! Alright, that shuts down his little tree, and same here. There's still some info to fill in here, but... Okay, 2 kids come out of this marriage, so I don't think they can both be Earl Rafferty, right? There's a lot of information still left to go here. Did I ever look as Clark Rafferty? Did I have... Products... I don't think I need this page anymore. So whenever you name someone junior, they're the oldest kid. But it's gotta be like the son. Except this has a weird box around it. I don't know what that means. I don't think the junior hit actually helps me much. Because like I was already able to assess the order here. Okay. Second cousin Ernie Jr. had just become the president of Roottrees at the time. Brenda's oh wait. Brenda's patterns were being copied by other brands, seeing the demand Carl and his second cousin Ernie Jr., who had just become the president of Root at the time, spearheaded Root. Oh, this is in his business article. Okay. 1987. So when did... So he... Okay. So I think that does prove that he was president, or at least the fourth one. I think. Okay. Oh wait. Company have died mysteriously. They say Guy's car. The Nerdy Manson Jr. Oh, yeah, okay. So the next person we have to figure out is... There's another Chris Rafferty. Mayan Ruby's... I'm just curious. The symbol of death, the allegedly approved blurry photo of a reddish shape that supposedly a cave painting from South Africa, according to legend. Discovered beneath the paintings were bones from hundreds of different people and animals. One site also mentioned that the photographer had took a picture, died when the boat's after into it. Okay. Monk's spinning skull gifts. You find no sources are verifiable. Yeah, because this guy's just nutty. This is a useful piece of information. Four corners simultaneously. What? Nothing. Oh, okay. I think that's how I triggered the achievement before. Yeah, Chris Ref 75. Fake proof. Heart condition wasn't poisoned. What the fuck is operation? For more conspiracy sites, some people out there claim that Roottrees are changing the candy recipe to include more and more chemicals and... Oh, I know lots of people like this in real life. And that this was done bad actors from an unknown government. They claim to be due to a loophole in the calendar. It is possible to get away with nearly any crime on a leap day, so long as it isn't discovered until the day is over, and that every 4 years on a leap year, the Roottrees company hosts a meeting with foreign agents to... Why? Their proof is to contain polyglycerol things, an ingredient of the candy that wasn't there when it first released. They claimed it was added as an attempt to addict people and eventually induce mind control. I thought the point was to poison people. The website claims to sell pills to counteract the effect. Oh, there we go. That are eaten. Roottrees can't. Additional search for that, and it seems to be an emulsifier in chocolates approved by the FDA and widely used across many products. Shocker. Yep. Just yep. That makes 5 deaths now. 3 of the 5 presidents. Okay. Guy. I don't know of someone who could be a guy. Are you a guy? Am I a guy? Aren't we all just guys? I keep, like, when I leave something open, I keep thinking, like, that's the only thing on the page, and it's clearly... Should have looked at this closer. She was a ginger. Anyway. Roottrees... Where did I get this? It's part of a campaign. Almost certainly had to, like, record this somewhere. Oh yeah, I meant to search that. Okay, good. Good job of raising twins. That's right, okay. So she has twins. How do you order twins? That's not fair. Unfortunately, this seems to be a lot of referencing my old notes here. But it's working. I just missed some stuff. Didn't I put Rafferty stuff in here, or did I move it? Diamond Dazzlers, no. Miracle June. Gwen. We're sticking with Roottrees for the last name, but we also plan to lean into alliteration, so we honor both of our family names for the next generation. Okay. Because I'm pretty sure I got him, which means if you come here, I'm not sure about actor, but there's only two. Okay, maybe you're Ronald, and you're okay. I don't know. I think that's their name. I can't say that for certain though. I don't want to. They are sticking with Roottrees as the last name, and they're doing alliteration. Clearly, this actor thing was wrong, so that's fine. Or maybe their faces aren't lined up to the correct person. But this guy looks older than this guy. I don't know. I feel like I have the info here. Well, maybe not. Well, maybe I do. Well, maybe I don't. Maybe I do. Well, maybe I don't. Ah! Okay, I'm sorry. I feel like I have something there, but I'm not sure. I'm also just trying to in general. Actually, I have a lot of information about Rafferty Clark, but do I have a journal entry form? I do not, it seems. No. Do some wait, no. I have this as a picture, right? So that means there's somewhere in here. These times. Yeah, let's search these times. There you go. Let's research this maybe? Nope. Still the same thing. First song. Diamond's sister. Was it in a note, maybe, somewhere? Was it in an interview someone gave? Was it an interview with Diamond? Oh, shoot. I think it was a periodical thing, right? Let's see how far back this goes. Oh, wait. Guy Hudson. That's an... Oh. Guy Hudson. That's... along with his twin sister. They appear. That's okay. That's where. And Guy was the other. Okay. Credits his mother and father, Angie and Christopher, providing his fiery due. Okay, because he's a ginger. Yeah. And Guy's taking at the end of the year. Yeah. Guy's uncle and current president Zachariah. Was declared. I opened this and apparently I did not read it. Has decided to take an early retirement to focus on traveling the world with his wife. Zach was quoted as saying, "Now that our daughters have started families of their own, Clara and I." Guy is new to the business world, but he's family. We at Roottrees have faith in his innovative ideas, and he's eager to share them with the world. Yeah. But which one of you was born first? Okay, but that answers where the last president is, right? Because bonus pictures. But your wife name is Clara. Clara. Yeah. I don't really need this now. Okay. One of you Frogger nuts. Yes, because you also had daughters, and I assumed you guys were related. Okay. Okay. Back to Clark Rafferty. These times just bring me back to this. Okay. Chris Rafferty? Oh, right. That's the other guy. It's the Scarlet. Yeah, this one. Sorry, I'm trying to like speed read, which is hard to do because I dyslexic. Raffertunes. Okay, I knew it was. Oh, okay. Website about Raffertunes. Clark Rafferty, LaRose advertising firm. On it, there is an about page. Woof. And you find a label. The inspiration for the infamous Super Bowl ad. Below, there's more details. Clark was in a department store getting a family portrait with his wife and child. And when his wife was trying to get his youngest Katrina to calm down for the picture, he had the idea of the Roottrees. The photos now available in evidence. Oof, you are an ugly, ugly man. Found the photo, the inspiration of the famous ad campaign. Should probably also search that. Clark was in an apartment store getting family blah blah blah. Roottrees Super Bowl ad. The Roottrees Maple Super Bowl commercial from 1994 has a family bickering in a department store, and the father bites into a Roottrees Maple Crisp. Time stops, and a jingle plays while he dances down the aisle. As he does, different things in the department store become Roottrees candy. For example, a bed that the father collapses onto becomes a giant chocolate bar. The jingle "Need the Rest" went on to be featured in other commercials with other scenarios. When you're surrounded by madness and mayhem, reach for the best. There's enough there to share, but let's face it, you need the rest. Okay, but that shows him with two girls here, which sounds unfortunate, but that'll just help. Youngest, oldest. Evidence where'd that ad go? See, it orders things in a weird way too. Trying to get Katrina, the youngest, to calm down. Okay, and that must make you Jessica. And because this was the ad was in 1994, you would both have to be students. Let's go. Let's go. It's all coming together, baby. Yeah. Lance and Clara. Is that really the only bit of information I had filled in? Oh no. It's going to be a rough life. Morning, Gwendolyn. You're part of here, right? Well, he became president, though. That's a weird inconsistency. And it would be implied that, like, someone over here became... She's married to a doctor of some kind. That's what we got from where'd Mermaid Girl go? There we go. Oh no, I have to read her book for that, right? Yeah. Come back up here. Periodicals, yeah. Dr. Wilson. Oh, hey. Dr. Wilson is a pediatrician who practices north of Pittsburgh. Although there are a lot of Stephen Wilsons and Dr. Wilsons, this one apparently found a way to game the search results as he pops up to the top nearly every time. His website claims that he is the pediatrician of the stars. The only evidence for this is he apparently was the doctor of the Roottrees sisters. There is a picture of his website as well as a picture of his 3 children. The three of them look as though the photographer was holding them hostage. Regardless, the photo has been added to your evidence. There's also a quote that, although credited to his child Jason, you suspect might not be written by a 10-year-old. My dad is the best dad in the entire world, and he treats every patient with world-class care. He treats your children like he would my big brother or my sister. Okay. What a chump. Okay. So that gives us his face. I'm gonna really quickly put unknown male to find his picture easier. Chump. It's implied that that's you after some time, my friend, and that is unfortunate. I need to double check this. Anyway, you are Wilson. Okay, wait, there's a lot of them. What was his name? Stephen Wilson. Okay. And then we just got some info. So, so we got the little kid. It's unclear which one of these two is older. For now, we're gonna put him at older. Put your Jason Wilson. Yeah, so Jem and Zach, which makes you probably K through. Yep. Wait, double check. 1996. Yeah. Okay. Probably college. Maybe you're in the middle there? Yeah! So you were a middle kid. Sucker. 3 kids? Yeah. Wilson Stephen. That picture. That picture. Oh, yeah. What up?
On the phone, I said I owed you an explanation. But I can't reveal everything. Not yet. I'm sure this all seems like deception for deception's sake, so I'll try to explain why. It's true, I'm working with lawyers, but not the candy company lawyers, my publisher's lawyers.
Okay.
I'm on the verge of releasing a book, and it's not kind to the Roottrees, especially Elias and the 5 Pieces.
Okay.
The truth often isn't.
So you're either Samantha or one of her kids, or descendants in general.
But with the plane crash, the publisher is rightfully worried it'll look like I'm making things up to exploit a tragedy. So they're doing their due diligence. That's why you're here. To be sure there's enough evidence for an expert to unearth the whole story. If I tell you the whole story now, we can't prove that. I hope you understand. That said, I can say that the work you're doing is very personal to me. To my story, one spot on the tree is more important than the rest. You've likely noticed it. It's locked for now. I'll return one final time, after you fill it in. Also, there are fewer Roottrees left. In a sense, that makes it easier. Use process of elimination.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
It's also harder to verify when you're right. You'll need 4 blood relatives before they lock from here on out.
Don't change the rules on me.
I don't have any more evidence for you, but trust your intuition. If something has a high number, it's not a mistake. You're getting closer and closer to the truth. I look forward to seeing you soon.
New information. The story so far. Instead of returning, the next time they return, they give you a partial explanation. They hired you to verify their personal account of the family history. All that's left to do is the family tree. Alright. So that does leave a number of things left to fill in. Mostly we don't know her... Well, like... No, because that only applies for them. Which is clearly not always the case, but anyway. Or... Okay. Wait a minute. Just went back to this. Gave them trees to settle for boring men. She is but Gwendolyn and her cousin Bonnie. Who the flapper crapper is Bonnie? Oh, okay, wait, oh. Cousin is, yeah, over here, so someone over here is Bonnie. But I'm going to assume this means housewife. For now. Anyway, we got a lot of progress done here. It's a little infuriating that I still have... Oh, wait, that's EC? Anyway. We're still chugging along here. There's still some stuff to figure out. Oh, RR. There's a legal case. It's time. Look up RR versus Roottrees. That'll give us something to look at next time. Because I assume that's going to help clear this section up here. Oh, you can change the picture. Yeah, that means his other picture has to come from in here for the... But we almost have the free generation, the next generation, whatever the hell you want to call them. There's only 2 people left here, and I feel like we just need to... Like, my biggest sticking point is the occupations. But I do know that they're all thinkers of a kind. Anyway, we did get a lot done in the session. I'm, again, still enjoying the game. We're getting closer and closer to the end here. But for YouTube, if you continue to like this series, it's going to be probably like 4 or 5 parts. Please let me know. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, you guys have a good one.